The year is 1980. Tensions are at a boiling point between the U.S. and the USSR after a thermonuclear blast eviscerates a small U.S. Air Force base in the rural town of Damascus, Arkansas. The U.S. are swift to respond, firing a retaliatory strike at the USSR, which is dismissed by a Soviet officer as a false positive by their early detection satellites. As the American Titan II missiles plow through the Soviet countryside, the USSR is only able to mount a meager counterattack from remote satellite locations before it is completely wiped off the face of the Earth. China and France, in light of this sudden and terrifying American aggression, launched strikes of their own against the U.S. And after a short but intense series of reprisals, the world is razed to the ground by nuclear-armed fire, and human civilization along with it. Yet mankind is not doomed. During the Cold War, the great, the good, and the gilded invested heavily in next-generation bomb shelters, enormous self-sustaining subterranean cryogenic compounds designed to preserve life until the outside world becomes habitable again. Compounds which, due to cost-cutting business measures in the name of competition and industrial espionage, failed to work entirely. Coolers. Bathed in lethal radiation, the greatest minds of the 20th century and all living memory of culture, technology, and agriculture are lost. While on the surface, the very hardiest specimens of humanity cling to life, survive, then thrive. From the ashes, a new world emerges. An ersatz, post-apocalyptic, stillborn 80s continues indefinitely, populated entirely by the toughest, meanest, and outright dumbest of God's creations, the wasters. Years later, however many know what can say, even those who can count, the barren desert landscape of the western wastes is host to bitter factionalized warfare. The wasters fight tooth and nail over the most precious of natural resources, a liquid from beneath the sands that fuels all of uncivilization. Buried deep within the cooler's chambers, the very radiation that killed off society's chosen few imbued their potable provisions with a sick green glow and a radioactive buzz. Booze, it affectionately came to be known, and those dumb enough to weather its taste found themselves taking a sharp detour off the human evolutionary highway, mutating in strange and confounding ways, and acquiring both permanent brain damage and a ravenous addiction to the stuff. Against this backdrop of organized chaos, the wasters scrabble in the dirt looking for just a drop of the good stuff, and the right guy in the wrong place at the right time with the wrong drink could be a major headache for those who seek power.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Wasted, a post-apocalyptic pub crawler. Oh, yes, that is what we're at here, my friends. It is by Mr. Podunkian, and it is published, that's the word I'm looking for, published by Adult Swim Games. It's set to come out, set to be released on June the 7th, which should hopefully be prior to the time that this video is coming out. I'm playing it ahead of time. It was actually part of the Humble Monthly Bundle, which is how I gain access to it. And it's a roguelike, permadeath, first-person shooter with some RPG elements, and it actually reminds me a whole lot of if Borderlands met Fallout and kind of homogeneated a little bit, you would kind of get sort of this, except a lot more streamlined, I'd say. Maybe streamlined might not be the right word, but it's definitely a roguelike. There's no map to wander around or anything like that, which is kind of depressing to me a little bit, because I was kind of hoping for something like that, but I can't fault the game for being exactly what it said it is in the description of it. So there is that. If there is one, so we have obviously our, our different character things that we can do here. I want to, yeah, that's pretty good. If there's one thing that I want to kind of, that would cause me to put a point in the shenanigans column, if we look at hairstyles, you will notice that there is no perm here. And though I was not a teenager in the 80s, I was alive for the 80s, and I have family photos that clearly show guys rocking perms. So I am going to have to call shenanigans on this, since that is not one of the things here. I guess technically heavy metal could be considered that, but it's not quite the same. It's just not. It's just not. We're just going to have to deal with that, I guess. Hair color, let's just go like that, I guess. And decorations, high cheeks, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The character name doesn't really matter because, again, it is permadeath. Your character name will get regenerate. You'll get a whole new character after you die. So it really doesn't matter too much to get crazy with it. All right, you can see we're here outside the very first evacuation colony, the cooler, as it's called. Now, unfortunately, I have the music turned down. It's actually really 80s synth music, and it's pretty good. But it turns out that the voiceover for the opening cutscene is tied to the sound effects volume, and the music is tied to the music, and so I had to turn that up and the music down just so that you could hear that guy talking. So that's unfortunate, but you know, I'm sure that seems like a reasonably easy fix. Also, before we get going here, if you do happen to pick up this game, you know, if I do this, it's going to, well, all right, we'll do it. It's gonna create another video file for me, but whatever. If you go under key bindings, I would recommend going in here and changing your reload key to just be your mouse buttons, or one of your mouse buttons. It doesn't matter. I just made the same mouse button as actually attack, so the left mouse button. By default, it's R, and it will hold you to R. There's no auto reload, so you actually literally have to reload the thing, and it was really pissing me off, honestly, because you're firing away, and then all of a sudden you have to reload, and it won't automatically reload for you like every other game in the world does. You actually have to press the button. So I just mapped it to the left mouse button, and now I don't have to worry so much about it. So that's the thing. Just wanna let you know about that there. You can see our other things. Also, inventory is mapped to I by default. I mapped it to tab because that just seems like a more reasonable key for it to be. But anyway, let us move forward.
New boys, rip and trans where we can see him. Hate to break it to you, but you've just wandered your way into becoming the new boys' first big score.
Yeah, new boys, rip and shred.
Nothing personal, it's just how things work out here in the Western Wastes.
You do know how things work in the Western Wastes, don't you?
Why, yes. Yes, I do. I'm going to skip the tutorial because it's really not that, it's not really that extensive or important.
You sure about that? You know, these Western Wastes are a little more complicated than other wastes.
Yeah, I mean, there's the shooting, which is more or less the same everywhere.
But there's probably a lot of strange mechanics you might want to familiarize yourself with before you venture out.
Yeah, doesn't hurt to know a mechanic, especially with that Angelus traffic.
You sure you want to cut the crap and get straight to it?
Yes, I want to get straight to it.
Well, crap. We're severely outmatched, new boys. Retreat! Retreat!
So the tutorial's not much to go on. It basically, and what's neat about this is I like how they integrated it with like the environment. So basically, if I had gone with the tutorial there, those guys would grow a backbone and they would take all my stuff, and then I'd have to go get it back from them. But because I said no, I really know what I'm doing, they all ran away in fear, and now I've still got my gun back and everything, and my clothing and all that stuff. But basically, the tutorial is just it shows you WASD, move around. Sneaking's important. You can knock enemies into other enemies. You can knock enemies into environmental traps and set off the traps. That kind of thing. It's pretty basic stuff. If you've ever done an FPS at all, you pretty much know how to do this. And then it doesn't go much further than that. Along the way, we'll still get some pop-ups. Even though I skipped that, we'll still get some pop-ups along the way that give me some more information. So let's get down on here. Cooler Colony CA1. California 1. So, entering this door will take you inside the cooler compound. Once you enter the cooler, you cannot return outside without either drinking or dying. So, something to note here, and if you had followed me on, some of the discussion I had of this, the very basic discussion I had of this in the latest Cube Ramblings episode, I talked about how there were some mechanics here I didn't really like too much. I just did another playthrough here, and this is just some interesting information about the world if you really care about it. And the last playthrough I did actually answered a couple of my questions that I had. Okay, we got a raider runt here who is going to be a problem. Let's go hidden for a second, and we're going to go ba-bam, ba-bam. Excellent. I just collected 3 TP, and yes, TP is toilet paper, and that is the monetary system of this wasteland. All right, now something to keep in mind. This is sort of a holdover from this is why I say it's a little bit like Borderlands. You only get 10 inventory slots at first. I don't know if you ever get more than 10. It's all I've ever had here. So you got to be very careful what you pick up. Now, first of all, the rusty pistol, it kind of sucks. It only does 1 to 2 damage. This one also only does 1 to 2 damage. So I guess, but its DPS, is the DPS different? The DPS is very different on this one though. I can get up to 13 DPS on it if I want. So we're going to take that one, and we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to take the junk food because we'll need to heal up. We're going to definitely take the pistol ammo. Now you hold down shift to grab all of it, or you just click once to get one part of it. And the sweet and shorts we're going to take because the stuff that we have is not any good. So we'll get rid of these rag pants, and then right clicking on it equips it. So it's a lot easier that way. And that's good, I'd say. So got some stuff off of him. We'll do a little Q to get our pistol back up. All right, and for the most part, I will be sneaking around all the time because it is very useful to not be heard ahead of time. This is obviously radioactive waste. I don't want to touch it if I can help myself. And I will certainly try not to touch it. There we go. And we got a door up here. So pretty standard stuff right now. You can see the art style is very, very, very Borderlands. Containers. You can find lootable containers hidden throughout the world. Scavenging for items is essential for your survival. It's important to check out any containers you encounter. Different containers may also hold different kinds of items, so it may be useful to distinguish one container from another, which basically means you've got a lot of loot boxes along the way, and you definitely want to look through them because your ammo is a very limited resource, and there is different kinds of ammo. There's pistol ammo, there's buckshot, there's rifle ammo, and so on and so forth. So you got to be, very discerning when you're doing stuff. I haven't figured out the empty syringe and empty bottles yet, so I'm not going to worry about those because this has got just that in it. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Also, this, believe it or not, is a trap because there's glass on the ground. It will make some noise, and these guys will hear me. But right now, he's not going to hear that. And then this person's going to come around, and I'm going to try to shoot them in the face, and I'm also going to get shot several times myself. There we go. Alright, so taking a lot of damage. The only way to heal up is with either food, eating food, or getting medicine. This is the same pistol I got. Sweet and shorts is the same thing. The cold shoulder shirt gives me +2 tinker. Tinker, it means you can disarm traps and things like that. So that is useful. So we'll get rid of this waster's tattered shirt, and we will equip that one. And we're good there. Let's see what this other guy has on him. Also, ammo box. Rifle ammo. Don't need that right now. What do you have? You have another pistol I already have. What is the Raider straps? -5% damage from melee. And easy breathers is +1 speed, +2 sneak, +2 tinker. What is this one? Shoot and sneak. Let's take these and let's give those back, and we'll equip those. All right, trying to keep the inventory low. It pains me greatly to leave so much stuff behind, as any of you who have followed me do RPGs know, but it is necessary. Someone drew an exit on the wall. That's very cool. So the idea is to get to the exit. Ooh, an Uzi. Yes, I want that. That takes pistol ammo, so we can get rid of this. And we'll equip that. And also, if I hit number 1 here, well, I gotta go into the tab to do it. If I bring up my inventory and I hit number 1, that is now on my number 1 slot. So I can, use the number keys to go between things. Also, keeping an eye on the mini-map. As I was saying, you're trying to get to the end of the level. Yeah, this guy is gonna come this way. Come on. Come on. Need you to get in a little bit closer. Because this pistol is not very accurate. Oh, alright. The Syndicate of Buzzkills, the SOB, is a highly organized group dedicated to eradicating boozers from the wasteland. If you spend too much time exploring on any floor in a cooler, the SOB Purifier will find you and hunt you down. Your music will change depending on your proximity to the SOB Purifier. A good rule of thumb is to stay far, far away from it. And let's get these guys killed if I can. I am really getting hurt pretty badly here. Pretty darn badly. As you can see, this is why I put the reload on the left mouse button, because you do reload a lot. You go through things very quickly. Pistol ammo, easy breathers. Alright, I got those things already. So what did that message mean, and why does it say that I'm hunted? So basically, since this is a roguelike, throwable items. Some items in the game world can be picked up and thrown, blah blah blah, yes. You can use that to sneak past, to create a distraction and sneak past people. Cool. Since it is a roguelike, it is trying to be as much of a dick to you as it possibly can, which means... Oh, I've already found booze. How about that noise? Slow mojito. Alright, that's crazy. I have not found booze this early on before. I'm not going to drink it yet, though. I have to explain that, too. My last run, I didn't get to booze until I was... Oh, there's a med stim. Until I was on level 3. I'm going to take this med stim. You can see also, once we show it, you can see I have bars there that says, that you heal over time, and you also can't do another heal while that's going on. The medicated thing, and all that stuff. Or you can't do another medicated. You can do a whatchamacallit. You can eat food or something. Like that.
Time to turn you to paper.
Alright, they're dead. Oh, what was that? Denim disaster piece. Yeah, I will take that. I will get rid of the easy breezers. And we'll take this. And that is good. And then you... Don't have anything I care about. You don't have anything I care about. The safety pants, not worried about. Honestly. Alright. And then the green door there is the end of the level. So that's where I want to go. So, yes, you're under the gun. These guys are hunting you after a little bit of time. So you're under the gun to get out of here before they show up. And it's basically a really heavily armored guy with a machine gun, and it has complete knockback on the machine gun, which means you can't, like, run away from him, per se. If he gets you in his sights, he basically knocks you against the wall, and it's up into the ceiling, and it's very hard to get away from him. I did manage to skirt with him at one point in time, but it was very, very difficult and not advisable, as they say. All right, now we're down onto the next level, and are we really that close to the... I see another green door there. Well, that's... All the levels are procedurally generated, so that's why it's a crapshoot getting what you get. There are locked doors and stuff that you can get through either by blowing them up or by using can openers. Oh, dog! Okay. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Jeez, I didn't think I had killed him. I just didn't know where he went. Alright, the stray Metamut, you can take their guts. That you can craft that later on once you get back to your house, which you do have a permanent house to go to. Which hopefully, if we survive, I'll be able... Well, even if we die, I'll be able to show it, but hopefully we can survive and actually bring some stuff back. If you die, you'll lose all your stuff. So, it is very unforgiving in that regard. So you don't want to die as much as possible. So, junk food, let's get some health back there. You can see I got the stuffed... Also, junk food makes you move even slower than normal, which is fun in games. So can imagine. Now here's a locked door here. We got some empty bottles. That takes 8 locks. Oh wow, I unlocked it with 1. Wow. That's amazing. Alright. Oh, there's a guy standing right there. Not good. Or a girl standing right there.
Time to bleed!
Fortunately, she only had a melee weapon, so that was easy. I could take her baseball bat. Oh, she had a crowbar too. I could take those and make them part of mine. I actually probably will take the crowbar, just for the sake of argument. Oh, there was a sawed-off, a buckshot. Oh, that's a sawed-off shotgun. Okay. Everything's got different names here because it's, you know, everybody's dumb in this world, in this universe. Ooh, what is this? Unmarked flasks. Wow. I didn't even know that this was a thing. Drinking from an unmarked flask grants you a buzz, which imparts a powerful effect on your character. These effects can grant you abilities, modify your stats, among other things, but there's no telling what buzz you'll get until you take a sip. Unlike hangovers, buzzes won't cause you to pass out and return home and aren't permanent. Their effects will wear off once you leave the cooler. Well, I guess we're going to try it. Yes. Let's hope it's a positive and not a negative. Bubble Butts. Attacks from behind deals 75% less knockback and 25% less damage. Well, that's cool. Alright, I got me a Bubble Butts. That's awesome. This door is inaccessible. Okay. So, your whole objective here is to drink one of those bottles of booze, which I happened to run across in the last level that you saw, and it prompted me about it. Since you are on a booze run, that is your objective. Once you drink that, you'll leave, you'll pass out, and then you'll end up back at your home base. So it's a way to leave the area before crap goes down. So there is a risk reward in there, which is good. I did not realize. Ooh, let's disarm that. Yep, disarm that tripping hazard. I could actually pick that up too, just in case. Revolver ammo. No, I don't have a revolver. We do have some steps to go up. Now the green door is on the other side there. This is actually longer than I thought. So every floor is procedurally generated. So you get a different one every time you go through here. I don't think I want to go through that other door because it just comes around this way. Kind of want to just get to the end of the level. You do have to balance how long you spend in places because these guys will catch up with you rather quickly when they actually start to hunt you, which right now, thankfully, we're not hunted yet. But it will be just a matter of time before that happens. Alright. Yep, something's out to get me. Yep, we're being hunted now. Oh, and this stray metamut is over here. Let's go like that, so I don't waste any ammo. Good. And that stray metamut had a lot of TP on it. Okay. Anything? Oh, good. We got like a medical area. So these computers have no medical records, but we should get some med stims. Yep. In there, and over here, nothing. Okay. Well, we got one med stim. Actually, I should probably take some more junk food so that we can keep on going. We are moving towards the green light up there. Now, this is an explosive barrel, as you might imagine, and it will explode doors if it were next to a door that was locked. I don't need that ability right now though, so we're good. There are traps that you have to worry about. As you saw that one trap that I disarmed, there's other types of traps too, like bear traps and also laser tripwires that are attached to machine guns and other things like that. Oh, we got a lot of these guys here, don't we? Okay. They are down for the count. Alright, and we got another thing here. Stray Metamut is beginning to mutate. Oh boy. Has stopped mutating. Let's take this. Random buzz, whatever this is. Wasters don't get wasted. Barely hurts. Take 50% less damage from bear traps. Cool. Alright. We're rocking all the things here. And let's get... I don't know what it meant by it's mutating. I haven't seen that message before. Let's take some taters, and believe it or not, the clipboard is a recipe for when you're at home, but I don't need that right now. All right, level 3. So as I was saying, there's a risk reward there where you could say like, hey, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to take everything I've got and go, or I'm going to risk it again and try to go down another level and see if I can get to the boss. Eventually, you'll get to a boss, and you'll get the main awesomeness that is this this cooler. So I don't know if you can return to the cooler after you leave it early. I assume you can, but I don't know for sure. So always, I haven't gotten that far yet. I had only one run last time around. The last run I did was the first time I had managed to actually get back home without dying. So, find ourselves on the precipice of humanity's destruction. I have been giving thought to the monumental task in our lives before us, the repopulation of this new Earth. I feel you would make my ideal breeding partner. Between the two of us, I'm sure we'll be able to ensure that intelligence survives to the next generation of humanity. I've surreptitiously surveyed your physical appearance over the course of these past few hours, and I found myself irresistibly attracted to you physically, and have not been able to keep my thoughts from straying to the exquisite pillowy vistas that must lie beneath your cooler suit. Please let us repopulate this Earth, dearest Eva. I could repopulate the entirety of the USA. No, the world with you. Keeping you forever in my thoughts, Dr. Richard Abels. Awesome. Oh, and he got a reply. Hey, I think you sent this to the wrong address. This is the address of Evan Nestor, not Evelyn Nessum. I'd be happy to pass this along to her for you, though. That's great. Okay, there is humor, and it is it does remind me a lot of Borderlands. You get tired of hearing me say that, but it's too irresistible to not say. Let's do... I need some more health. Let's do a med stim. And let that do its thing for a couple seconds here. Right, and then we gotta take these guys on. I think there was a couple over here. Oh no, it's just the one person.
Time to play!
Alright, you're dead. Brass knuckles. Yeah, no, don't need any of those. And I think we should take another med stim. Just to be on the safe side. Nope, none of those lockers are available. What we need to do is find another bottle of booze, because I would like to exit this area and... Oh, there's... Okay, that's stuff on the ground. So I'd like to exit this area and show you what the home looks like. Plus, I'd like to save some of this stuff if I can. So got some buckshot in there. And we've got... What is this? What is going on over here? Is that stuff on the ground? Revolver ammo. Oh, it's on... Is it on the table? I mean... Where exactly is it? Looks like it might be on the table. I can't really tell. Anyway, we'll leave that be. And we'll shoot this guy if I have reloaded, which I haven't. The other thing is, if there's like...
Found you.
Okay. There we go. Luckily, none of these guys have any weapons, or I mean, have any guns. Although I am going through my ammo very quickly. But you can actually lure these guys into traps. You can lure them. I could lure them over to there if I wanted to, and all that stuff, and they will kill each other. I've had several instances where I just walk into an area and suddenly people start killing each other. This is a medical room, it looks like. So, oh, and there's a bear trap there. Can I disarm that? I guess I gotta walk around it. So on several occasions I've walked into an area and people just started killing each other. Dogs started killing the humans and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool to just walk through and pick up all the remains afterwards. So that's the way that goes. Alright. That door is locked. I don't know if I really want to go that way. I feel like I just want to go towards the exit if I can find it. Somewhere.
To the own zone.
Oh, hey, guy. Alright. Oh. Okay, that's a lot of people. And you don't have anything good, huh? Last run, people had some really good stuff here. Junk food. Oh, I maxed out on junk food. You can only have a stack of 5 of things, from what I could tell. And none of these are anything that I need. Alright, so I guess I go this way? I don't really know. I don't see any more doors on the map. And I really want to find the exit if I can. The biggest problem is that you will... There's some pistol ammo. You will run into these long dead ends and then have to backtrack, and then usually it's when you backtrack that you run into those... into the hunters, and it's a bit of a pain. Oh, here's another trap. Oh, yeah, we're being hunted now. There's another trap over here. Let's unload that. Oh, it's already empty. Okay, somebody must have tripped it already. So come over here, and oh, I see a green door. Excellent. We'll come this way, just in time. And oh, ow. Alright, there was a bomb here somewhere I didn't see. On the other side of the door. That happens too. You just gotta roll with it. Sometimes there's just bombs you can't see. The boombox, unfortunately, you can't turn those off. So hopefully that's not... That 80s synth pop is not... oh, it's on the other side of this door, really? Eesh. I guess I gotta come all the way around this way. Yeah, looks like it. Hopefully it's not content ID'd. Alright, we got a dog here. And... is that the only dog? It's never the only dog. Yep, there's another one over there. Okay, and... I never tell how close I need to get to actually hit things. Okay. We'll do... whoops. Let's get our gun back. Got some taters. I'll take those. Empty syringe I don't need. The loot box would be nice. Nope, there's nothing in there. Okay. We're good. I am going the completely wrong way, though, if I want to go through that door. How do I get around there? Does this loop around the other way? I hope it does. It might. Now that door over there I could probably get through by destroying that barrel. Ow! Damn these things. I can never see those. I can never see those little tripwire things. Little mines that they leave around. If I destroy that, it'll probably knock down that door. I'm not really interested in that right now. I'm interested... oh, well, I can try to destroy this guy, I guess.
Squeal! Target acquired.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the badass guy who found me. That's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, this is the hunter. I need to get away from him. I very much need to get away from him.
Enemy down.
Very, very much. Let's get a move on. Let's get running here. Where is... oh, here we go.
Mind putting that thing away? I ain't here to maim you. Just your own road courier business.
What the heck is a road courier?
If a problem comes along, you must ship it. Not ringing any bells?
No.
Please, I'd ask if you've been living under a rock. But, considering the venue of our little conversation, well, we road couriers are the big movers and shakers here in the Western Wastes. Movers, mostly. Shaking's more or less stopped since even the raiders have learned better than to hit our caravans. Pickups, deliveries, you name it. Anything needs moving from one garbage pit to another, you can count on the couriers.
Sounds great. How do I sign up?
Let's see here. Looks like you ain't signed up for our delivery service. Tell you what, though. Come visit us up at the Oni Express. Just, head towards Sacramento and follow the smell of booze. You'll find it in no time. Guy there will set you right up. Anyways, I'm already behind on my deliveries, so I gotta skedaddle. Remember, The Oni Express up in Sacramento. Can't miss it. See you later, Waster.
Nah, see you later, guy. I like that there's a mailbox over here. Let's see. Unfortunately, I got a guy on my heels, so I hope that there's a way out of this place. You see a rusty old postbox with a faded logo that reads The Road Couriers. Next to the hinge, you see a notice that reads, "One trouble comes your way, you must ship it." This super convenient postbox is operated by Road Couriers. Come visit the Oni Express building in Sacramento to sign up for our delivery service. You take down the location of the Oni Express. Okay. So one nice thing I like to say about the aesthetic here, they have like an 80s, old school Macintosh like windows and stuff here, which you've been looking at this whole time. Oh, good. This is a booze room. Cool. Because I want to get away from this guy, so I'm not going to go down another level. I just want to drink one of these boozes and get out of this place. At the end of every section of the cooler, you'll find a room with a selection of random boozes. If you're not feeling confident about pushing on, it might be a good idea to drink a booze and pass out. You'll return home with all the items you're holding onto in addition to the hangover granted by that bottle of booze. Otherwise, you can ignore the bottles of booze and continue onward through the elevator. So basically, when you drink this booze, you get a permanent buff, I think. I don't know if this is the one that gives you a permanent buff or if it's when you go later on further down into the cooler. But anyway, note that bottles of booze that are found deeper in the cooler are much fresher than ones found earlier on and will grant more powerful and useful hangovers. Likewise, boozes found in the first few floors of a cooler will generally grant detrimental hangovers, which can make your life in the wastes more difficult. Great. Your survival will largely depend on what drinks you choose to drink and which you forego, so choose wisely, but remember that waking up with a bad hangover's always better than ending up dead. Yep, especially when you got a guy on your heels. So what do we got here? Bruised brandy, lightweight lager, explosive sidecar. I guess we'll take the explosive sidecar. You think I'm a mess? You should have seen the other guy or what's left of him. Killing enemies will cause them to explode. Ew. No? Alright, what's this one? Bruised brandy. Take 10% more damage from melee attacks. Alright, that's a little bit more that's a little bit more less, that's a little less damaging, I guess. Alright, say yes. Take that. So we get away from this other guy. Of course, we were very close to the to the door, which would have taken me down deeper, but I think I would have had to go 3 more levels down in order to get to the next area like that. So I wanted to show you guys the home here. Now this is a permanent home. So every time you die or otherwise, you come back here. So it's important to like leave your stuff here that you don't really need, so that if you do die and you come back, you'll have stuff to pick up out of your stash. So let's see. This is my bank, my TP bank. So I'm going to just deposit all the stuff because I have not encountered anyone that uses the money just yet. So we'll just put all that in there for now. We'll come on over here. Once you return from the cooler, you should store any extra items you're carrying at your home. Unlike your inventory, the items you stashed won't be lost when you die. So what we'll do is we'll put about 3 med stims in there, 3 junk foods in there. That's a lot of rifle ammo, so that's good. I'll put all the taters in there. I'll put the tripping hazard in there because I'm not really going to use that right now. This we're going to keep. That's what we're going to keep. Doozy we want. The crowbar I'm going to keep because it is nice for up close and personal stuff. And all this other stuff I need. Last time I got here I had more stuff to like throw in the dresser, but that's good enough for now. And then if I come into the main area, that's our bedroom there. Come into the main area, you see we've got a fridge. So I got some junk food. They do give you a little bit of stuff when you first start a new game. A bunch of empty bottles here and a metal box that is empty. And then we've got a workbench. So here we can make some stuff. Like if I had 5 cloth scraps, I could make this Waster's Tattered shirt. I could make the leather cooler armor if I had cooler armor and a Raider Bruiser jacket, which last time around I had the cooler armor but not the Bruiser jacket. And a creepy mask if I take some Metamut guts, some Roddy Man guts, and some clipboards and put them together, I would get that. So that's a way to craft some of your armor as you need it, or as you want it, I guess. And then in the kitchen here, we can make some food like liquid bread, Slogurt, Metamut steak, which heals for 30 hit points. Wow, that's interesting. And some tater. We can make some junk food, which takes 4 taters, huh? I wonder... I wonder... How many taters did I put in my thing here? 5 in there, huh? Well, you know what? Let's put the taters to use. I haven't actually crafted anything yet, so let's just do this. Just so I can see what's up with it. So junk food. Successfully crafted some junk food. Okay. I should probably put these all in the fridge. So the tater goes in there and 1 junk food in there. Alright, that's good. That's very good. I probably should leave some ammo back here too, because I will probably get some as we go. So let's put it in the in the stash box so I know where it's at. Oh, there was already some stuff in here. Blue Ox, med stims, some pistol ammo. Rifle ammo is not what I use, is it? What does this use? This uses pistol ammo. Oh. So I have all this rifle ammo that I can't even use. Let's put that in here then. And let's take some pistol ammo out of here. I'll take maybe 10 for now. So I have that. All right. Well, that's a little bit more. That's a little bit more useful for me, given what I have. And that's about it in here, I'd say. Cold beer served here. So then you can go to the front door. And then my ride is sitting out here waiting for me. And actually, let's put our crowbar on number 2 here so I can switch between them a little bit easier. And then if I go into the car, this will get me to the new areas. All right, so we can go to the Oni Express terminal, then go back to Cooler Say 1 and try to get further down. Or we can cancel. Let's go to the Oni Express terminal because I've never gone there before, so I have no idea what to expect. I assume this is like a trading post, which I probably should have brought some money with me. But whatever.
Hold it right
let's go
there,
over here.
Waster. This here's the Oni Express, one of the last safe havens out in the Western Wastes. And me and my friends up here intend to keep it that way, so keep your head out of trouble, and we'll let you keep it all in one piece. Comprende?
Got it. Cool. So, I wonder if I could just... Can I holster? I guess not. So we'll just do this, so I'm not carrying a gun around with me. Talking to Eldon.
The SOB need to take a chill pill.
Alright, we've got Wasters here, and the Accursed Courier. What are you?
Neither snow nor rain, nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. Ha! Rounds! Yes, barkeep, appoint this old fool another round, please. Oh, hello there, wastrel. Under what misfortunes have you sought audience with the Accursed Courier?
The Accursed Courier.
Ah, you've not heard of me. Well, many a package have I delivered, young wastrel, and as surely as the sun rises and so too falls, there shall come a day when I make a delivery for you as well. 'Tis as inevitable as the sun, rising and then falling. You see, I am no mere road courier, though I don their garb and travel their roads. Nay, a much greater power exerts dominion over mine poor soul, a power heretofore known by wastrels such as yourself as death.
Death as in the Raider Gang Lord? You're an agent of death?
Yes. At first I thought it mere coincidence that my delivery contracts ended in ultraviolence. These wastes are, how shall I say, uncharitable to the living after all. But with every passing pickup contract ending in the swift and grisly demise of the undersigned, it became abundantly clear that I had become Charon reincarnate, collecting these trinkets, these tokens of death, as payment from these wastrels for safe passage across the river Styx. Through countless years, I have amassed a fortune of dead men's belongings, and in so doing, some insight into the souls of man. There are those who are prepared to die, who offer unto death all manner of rarities, deadly weaponry, exquisite armor. These are the things most pleasing to death. Yet there are souls naive, completely unaware of their impending doom. Those who offer cheap trinkets, junk, pizza, and sometimes nothing at all. In their arrogance, they leave the world with nothing and find themselves up Styx Creek without a paddle. There is much that can be gleaned from a wastrel's last delivery, and if it would please you, I would gladly share the details of my last courier run over drink.
By talking to the accursed courier, the drunken road courier hanging around the gin and gout, you can hear him recount the story of his latest pickup, a pickup he assures you ended most tragically. Doing so will allow you to take control of the wastrel as they travel through an especially dangerous cooler in what's called the courier run. The courier's mind's not quite what it used to be, and the booze definitely isn't helping him keep the facts straight. So expect to see illogical room layouts and improbable combat situations. But rest assured, the wastrel you control during the courier run bears no relation to your current waster, and his or her death won't negatively affect anything in the main game. Try to get as far as you can during the courier run, and strive to stash some valuable loot in the courier box for the courier to pick up. He just might offer it to you, to your waster, in gratitude for hearing him out. You can only challenge the courier run once per real-world day, and only when you're connected to the internet. But once it's been unlocked, you can freely access it through the main menu. Huh. Alright, I'm not going to do that right now. But that's kind of cool. It's like a daily challenge that you download from the internet. Which is pretty cool. I like that. It doesn't affect your character, except that you might get some loot drops. That's awesome. Mayday. Talk to Mayday.
Gin and gout. We got the swills that kill, and they have too.
What have you got to offer?
30 sheets for a handmade cocktail. Any which way you want it. Just pick out your booze, choose a mixer, and tell me how you like it, and I'll pour you something that'll really knock your socks off. Of course, we also offer a special mixer of the day, in case you're looking for something a little more exciting. So what can I get you?
The cocktails at the gin and gout may be watered down, but they'll grant you powerful buffs that'll last an entire cooler run. Each combination of booze, mixer, and preparation method will yield different effects, so experiment and find out which work best for your playstyle. You can also ask the bartender about the special mixer of the day, which confers one of the many buzz effects you usually find by drinking an unmarked flask. The mixer of the day changes daily, so be sure to ask the bartender what's on tap. Alright, cool. So this guy will help give us some buffs as we're going, as long as we have 30 sheets of toilet paper. So cool. I like it. This is the first time I've been in this place, so this is all news to me. Vulture Val, huh?
Hey, welcome to the mall.
To the mall. What do you do around here?
Well, my name is Vulture Val, and I run the store on behalf of my gang, the Culture Vultures. Totally ick name for sure. But my girls and I provide the Western Waste with the best recollected junk for the lowest prices.
So what do you have to trade?
It's totally the best stuff TP can buy.
Show me your wares. Okay, so what does she have? She's got Blue Ox. Blue Ox gives you runs, +3 speed. Brass Knuckles, Buckshot, Disc Joy. What is this? A portable music player that can read music and data off of discs and tune into radio stations. Allows you to listen to the radio and gives me a +1 carry limit. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fanny pack. Oh, yes. Awesome. Finally, a backpack you can wear on your front. +3 carry limit. Can stack with pouches on other parts of the body. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so that's how you increase your inventory room. And yes, having a fanny pack do that. All right, I'm going to have to take the 1 point off the shenanigans column that I put on for not having a perm. And I'll put that, I'll take that back off. I take it back after all this. Swall. Big things truly do come with small packages. +3 hit for 90 seconds, medicated for 30 seconds. All right, cool. Nice to see all this stuff here.
Like, buy something next time, you total dweebazoid.
Total dweebazoid.
Catch you later, alligator.
Oh, man. Yes. All right. Every time I try to hate this game, it does something like that, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. All right. Is there anything in here? Door to only express terminal. So, do I have to talk to somebody here? I feel like I have to. There was a thing, wasn't there? Terminal building. What you got to say for yourself? Nothing? Nothing. Okay. How about you? Waster?
Running the skellies.
I don't know if I want to talk to you. Talk to Dick. Okay.
Greetings, waste of life? Is that the right one? Did I use the right term? The kids today with the slang and so forth. It's distressing and unfamiliar.
It is the parlance of a rambunctious youth with little regard for tradition.
Yes. Anyhow, I'm Dick, and this is Kissinger.
A pleasure.
Nicknames. Reluctantly, I assure you. Please don't busy yourself with the mental strain of figuring out why. It's never made any sense to me either. I suppose the scum lords, the gangs, the no-good nicks and the like, they despise success. You know, there's a cabal out to get me.
There are people as yet in their cultural and mental infancy.
Agreed. It's thrilling, of course, to see another young, violent drunkard in our midst. And I sincerely hope we can be of service to you.
Service? What kind of service can I get from Richard Nixon and Henry Kissinger?
Oh, no need to be concerned. We're not like these hucksters and charlatans. They'd take a man's last sheet from right out of his cheeks. No. We have more than enough TP to be comfortable for the rest of our lives.
It is confirmed as 3-ply.
Magnificent stuff, like the tongues of angels. You really ought to try it. But that's besides the point. In our advanced age, I suppose we're some variety of consultant. We simply offer our expertise, our knowledge, our support. You know what they say? 2 heads are better than 1.
Discounting of gross moments nocturnal when a man seeks to relive certain urges.
Well, our new friend here has little interest in such matters. So, how may we help you?
Okay. About Cooler 1. What can you tell me about it?
Well, from what little I've heard, it was built by or for the use of doctors. Smart fellows, to be sure, but useless eggheads to a man.
The title impresses me little.
When one is stripped of accolades, accomplishments, guns, vile haircuts, and whatnot. What he does then, that is the true measure of a man. Well, sorry, I seem to be striking the wrong tone for such an occasion. Some environmental contaminant, no doubt their own doing, meddling quacks, seems to have turned whoever is inside into some manner of mindless, violent beast. Now, of course, in the place and time we find ourselves in, this is not altogether unusual. However, these people, they scratch and bite.
They are reduced to primitives.
Quite so. Ruddy mans, the kids call them. You'll be pleased to know that they can operate a firearm. Again, not unexpected for these lily-livered intellectual types. But the scratching and the biting and what have you, it smarts to be sure, but it's also highly infectious.
Such unpleasantness is usually best dealt with from afar.
I wouldn't recommend tangling with them directly. Do the American thing and shoot them indiscriminately. Or employ devious cunning.
I am enjoying this immensely right here. I'm trying not. There is some actual laugh out loud moments here, and I'm trying to hold back so as not to ruin it. But anyway, let's. So the boss of CA1 Cooler 1 is a Roddy Man. So I just wanted to know what that
There is
that
an issue
was.
I wish to speak about with you in private.
Sure.
If you please. I must touch upon sensitive issues with our associate.
You're not touching me.
Just let me know when you're done. Give me the signal. You know the sort.
Please, come a little closer. Prying eyes turn up in places most unexpected in modern times. There is an issue that drives a wedge between myself and my companion Dick. Dick remains blessed well into his advanced stage with a head full of hair. Such blessings have not extended to me, and I have become as bald as the day I was mutated. A situation I wish to remedy but have not the personal means.
I'm not sure I'm capable of such a big job. I love nothing more than help you cover up, because of jerk.
Appearances count for much in such a violent, reprehensible time and place. My presentation presents a disunited front, and I appear as a junior partner in our enterprise. An unfair and frustrating position given the extent of my input. I do not wish to shrink into insignificance in Dick's shadow. I intend to go hard, as it is said by the youngsters.
Go
in my
hard?
capacity
Okay.
as a professional. To do so, it has become apparent that I require a prosthetic.
You want a merkin? I mean, bullets? What should I do?
25 residents of the wasteland of their scalps. That would seem an adequate supply of hair. Return to me upon completion of this task and you shall be appropriately rewarded.
Okay. He wants me to give him some hair. That's... Alright. Well, that's a weird time to end it, but I want to see... Waster. I want to see if there was this other guy I was supposed to talk to. Is there anybody else over here?
Azuka.
Talk to Slab.
Azuka.
Azuka. Can I help you?
Help me? Not unless you've concocted a potion to quell a broken heart. Oh, my precious Azuka.
So what happened?
It must have been the other day. My wife and unwavering companion, Azuka, and I were scavenging for supplies in the cooler when we bumped into an errant SOB patrol. Well, the SOBs don't recognize relationships such as the one Azuka and I share, and their doctrine teaches them to purge our kind from the wastes. Needless to say, a firefight erupted, and though it seemed like our superior tactical weaponry would win out at the end, a modification I applied to one of my weapon systems caused it to jam, leaving me defenseless and vulnerable. In my panic, I fled as fast as I could from the fight, weaving in and out of weapon fire. I looked behind me, but Azuka wasn't there. Please, if you could help me find Azuka, I would forever be in your debt.
Okay. Is Azuka like a dog or something, like a giant metamutt or something like that? Because I'm getting that vibe, dude. Okay, tell me where you last saw her.
Oh, bless your heart, kind waster. You're one of the good ones. As I said before, I last saw Azuka in the cooler. We were down in the dormitories, searching the dressers for some sexy underwear for me to dress her up in. When the SOBs attacked, Azuka is immensely beautiful, but she is also very meek and utterly helpless without me, so she will not have strayed far from where I left her.
Oh no! So it wasn't even it's not a dog or anything, is it? It's some kind of doll, right?
Azuka's beauty is unmistakable. She is a truly perfect specimen. Her blemishless face, pale white skin,
like fine porcelain, as if untouched by the oppressive sun that beats down upon the wastes, and yet fully bared to the elements.
Yeah, it's a mannequin. It's definitely a mannequin.
Well, not fully bared. Her Type C bikini armor provides ample protection to her vital organs, such as her bosom, womb, and feet. Of course, I had to custom tailor the armor myself, since it was impossible to find armor that would fit her massive breastial and posterior proportions. Even still, the armor just barely fits, and if you peek at her from just the right angle, you can catch a glimpse of the areola, like an unexpected sunrise peeking out from beyond her elephantine Twin Peaks.
Right. Well, I mean, we went from finding a gherkin for Richard Nixon, and now we're on to finding a mannequin for this guy and talking about mannequin's areolas.
Her face is youthful and forever locked in a smile, even in the face of atrocious acts. And her large, round, innocent eyes are like windows to a pure, untainted soul. In spite of her large, erogenous zones, she has youthful proportions, even though she's 8 feet tall. Of
8 feet
course,
tall.
we're both of legal age, though her in dog years, as she is partially a fox, or kitsune, as cultured individuals would recognize.
Kitsune. Wait, it's not a mannequin. It's a fairy. Is it a stuffed bear? A stuffed fox? What? Okay, now I'm really freaking confused. Yeah, I can't wait to see her in person, I guess.
Please, I must be reunited with my Azuka. I simply can't continue my life in the waste without her.
All right, dude. I gotta go. I'm just gonna go. I'll be back. I think. Okay, don't look back. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. He's not behind us, is he? No, just keep walking. Just keep walking. Is this the guy? Oh yeah, here's the road
If a
courier.
problem comes along, you must ship it. Welcome to the road couriers.
So about your services. Tell me about the deliveries.
Say you got a thing, and you need this thing somewhere else. We're the guys for that. That's what we do. The way we see it, stuff's like a fart. You can keep it to yourself, like some fart miser, sure. But it's way more fun when it shows up in places it don't belong. Like, imagine you got a nice gun at home. Put it on a coffee table, liven up your living room a bit, that's cool. But imagine that same gun, except it's in the middle of freaking nowhere, just dust everywhere, and like, the barrel of the gun peeking up from beneath the sands, freaking hilarious. We can do that.
Okay. It's like a fart. All right, I got it. Your services are like covering up a fart, blaming it on the dog, or I'm sorry, on the Metamut, I guess. But it kind of sounds a little bit impractical.
Sure. But like, get this. Say you're knees deep in a cooler run. SOB hot on your tail, you've been shot in the face, your arms are leaking, and your pants are covered in you moments before death shits. And then you just take them off and shove them in a courier box. SOB doesn't know what the heck is happening, but guns you down anyways. Bang. You dead.
I could see it in my mind's eye.
Next day, your significant other's at home. Doesn't even know you've been wasted. And then out of nowhere, bing bong, special delivery. Guess what it is?
Shitty pants.
It's pants. Covered in the crap of their dead lover.
Oh, God.
See, that's what we do. We move your stuff from one place to another. But you gotta put them in the courier boxes. That's how the magic happens. Just put things in one of those big blue boxes of badness and we take them to any other courier box, pro bono.
Okay, sounds good. Sign me up.
Totally righteous. Really looking forward to hauling all of your crap around.
Quite literally. You've signed up with the road couriers. You can now access the blue courier boxes you see scattered around the Western Wastes. Basically, from what I'm gathering, it's a way to instead of having to leave the cooler by drinking beer and passing out, I can just dump my stuff that I want to keep into here, and then I'll have it the next time I get back home, or if I die, the next guy that takes over after me will have it. All right. And these are all empty lockers. Okay, that is inaccessible. All right. So we've done that, and I think there's one more thing. Let's go back to our home area. Just for a second. If we can, let's hop in our car. Hop in our badass car and drive on home. And if we look up here, you see, here's our name. Our Luke, whatever our character's name was. This is, this, as I have died several times, when you walk back in here, you'll see that fall off and your new character's name be behind it. So that's just how you know who you're working with and who you're doing right now. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that there's only appears to be one save slot. Oh, we have a mailbox right here. Cool, another courier box. There appears to be only one save slot in the game. So if you want to start a new game and maybe you want to try something different, you can't. You'll erase the current game that you have going on, which kind of sucks, but you know, it seems like a bit of an oversight, but I assume that these are all things that will flesh out as the game comes out and is available on Steam. I don't know how much it's going to cost on Steam because I've looked, you know, on the press pack for the game, you know, the press area for the game, and it says like almost nothing. Honestly, it's about as barren as you might have as pretty much the rest of the site. So that's unfortunate. So I don't know how much it's going to cost. I do know that it's supposed to come out on June the 7th. I don't know if it's going to be a full release. It says its release date is June 7th. I don't know if it's going to be fully released, if it's going to be released into early access. I don't know what the word release means anymore because it means something different depending on who you talk to. But that is where we're at with that. Also, I have not looked at my my person here, have I? So here's all the attributes you got. So your attributes are called shots, shoot, hit, obliterating, tinkering, and sneak. So you can see where you're at with all those things, and my derived scores based on other things going on. So bruised brandy. This is the hangover that I have currently going on. So yep, it's the only screen I haven't really looked at yet. But that's what that is. It's the instead of the what is it in Fallout, the I forget the name of it in Fallout, but it's basically the same type of system, only made to order for this particular game and this particular universe. But that has been my look, very actually longer look than I thought it would be because I didn't think I would last this long. But that's been my look at Wasted, a post-apocalyptic pub crawler. It is by Mr. Poduncan and published by Adult Swim Games. As I said, it'll be coming out on June 7th in some form or another. It'll be the PC only on Steam. And if you like what you've seen here, there will be links, obviously, to it all down in the description, so you can go take a look at it for yourself and see what rolls out of it. So far, so good. I'm actually kind of liking it. The more I play of it, the more it's growing on me. Now that I see some more of the mechanics. When I first jumped into the game, it's very unforgiving, and I didn't quite figure out what's going on and how anything's working. And it was very good to see. Oh, here's all the requests that we had coming up, all the quests. But that's it's very good to see that it's actually fleshing out a little bit better than what I had initially thought, because I thought it was going to be even more punishing than it was. But it's actually closer to what I would hope it would be, as far as being able to transport things back and not always lose all your stuff every time you die, that kind of thing. So yes, that is where we're at, my friends. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.